Hello, Sleight of Hand podcast listeners. This is your host and Dungeon Master, Ian. Real quick before we dive into episode 5, we are available for rate and review on iTunes. If you could spend a couple minutes doing that for us, it would be much appreciated. This will help us in our attempts to reach a broader group of people around the world. It all lies in your hands, and we would be forever grateful. Enough of me bantering on. Here is episode 5. I'll have a Gressk omelette with a side of gravy.
How's everyone doing today?
Pretty good.
You cut anyone off this time?
What?
You cut anyone off this time?
Oh yeah, episode 4 when that's released tomorrow. I asked this question. I'm like, "How are you doing?" And right as you respond, I say, "Anyways." It's like, I don't really care how Isaiah's doing. I apologize about that. Yeah. So, did everyone have a good weekend?
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. We just got back from Lake Orville.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you guys go floating?
We went kayaking.
Kayaking.
Yeah.
Romantic.
Well, it was
Water rapids.
Courtney's family, so it wasn't just me and her.
Damn, you're wooing the whole family.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
gotta
shout
win.
out to Courtney for making the cool potion jars.
Which they're here,
Yeah.
by the way.
Posted on
That's them.
Instagram. They're
Let's
really
see if I
rad.
have any, actually.
I don't have any.
I kind of want to commission her to
She's
make me
so
some.
creative.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's cool. We should sell them on our future website. That's a great idea.
That's sleightoфhand.store. Soon to be released.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someday.
Sleightoфhand.weebly.com/store.
Yeah. So I have a random question, an icebreaker before we get started. What is your favorite summer thing to do? What do you guys like to do the most in the summer?
Fishing.
Fishing. That's good.
Enjoying the AC.
Yes.
That counts.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Gaming inside AC. That's really nice.
But back in my day, we used to set off the fireworks.
Yeah.
Be safe, kids.
Yeah. We like to blow up mailboxes.
Steam summer sale.
Summer sale. Yes. Yes. We're not advertising for them. No, I'm just kidding.
Unless you want us to.
Yeah.
Hey, Steam. Hit us up.
When I was younger, I liked going swimming in the creek and stuff all the time, but now I'm just like, become a prima donna. I'm like, ugh, the water's dirty.
Well, now that I'm a lifeguard, I don't like going to like the public pools and stuff just because I'm like, yeah, that's where I work. I don't want to
Yeah.
relax there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Back in my day when we didn't have a pool, my dad just said swim in a tub.
Yeah. Yeah, put some ice cubes in there. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 5. We're here. I didn't kill anyone yet. That's good.
It's like a new record.
Yeah.
Right?
It is a new record. I thought I was going to kill Johnny in the first episode, but
In all fairness, so did we.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a horrible life
Like,
decision.
dang, Ian.
Okay, we got the minis now. Now you can kill us.
Yes.
Yeah, now that-
yeah,
now
you
you-
successfully paid $30. Now I can kill you. So you guys arrive at Gressk, and Ollie welcomes you. He tells you that the council wants to discuss business with you 5. He then hops off his horse and embraces Holly. He then tells her to take the horse, and he will meet up with her later. Holly then trades spots with Ollie and rides back out into the woods on the horse. Ollie, before taking you to the council, decides the party might need some rest. He says, I have access to a vacant homestead. You are welcome to use it during your stay here. We can add it on top of the pay granted you accept to continue working for Fort Gressk and keep their mission at the forefront of your days until completed. So you begin to travel through the front city gates. To the left you see a huge cathedral-like building and another stone structure next to it. Between the two is what looks to be a cemetery. To the right on entering you see what looks to be a woodland park area with trails and beautiful gardens. Past this is an outpost with a militia. You continue north into Gressk, and in the center of the road is a huge statue of a male posed with a bow and arrow drawn. It stands about 60 feet tall. Huge stones perimeter the streets to the east along with the stone walls. To the left is a non-gated area where it looks to be where the commoners live along with other local businesses. Before you have a chance to explore more of the city, he turns right to the east between 2 huge stones. A gate with 2 guards posted on each side. Ollie waves to them and they open the gates. You see a beautiful lush green yard It travels a quarter mile in every direction. In front of you is a huge manor. Beautiful two-story homesteads on both sides, full neighborhoods, blue roofs and white walls, surrounded by green mounds, hillsides, and trees. You continue to walk down the field, and as you get closer to the manor, he takes you to the right and unlocks a building, handing one of you a key. All right then, my friends, we can't thank you enough for your willingness to come and hear the council out. You all stand outside a beautiful two-story home. What do you do?
Johnny takes the key and he unlocks the door.
All right.
Step one.
Step one. So you enter into the downstairs
Not the right
entrance. What?
Not the right key.
It's gotta be
Oh,
one
no.
of these.
Yeah.
What key is this? It's the janitor's keys.
You can play like a...
Yeah. Play a song to unlock the door.
Yes.
So you enter into the downstairs entrance. You see what looks to be a small kitchenette and sitting quarters, and to the right is a stairway. You get to the top of the stairs, turning left, and on the right-hand side, 3 bedrooms. In the hall, tidying up, is a halfling woman. Oh, goodness! You snuck up on me. My apologies. I was trying to straighten everything out before our guests arrive. Well, my name is Blossom. What are your names?
I am Adam von Alistair Carlisle Shadecrest the Eighth.
Wow.
My pleasure to meet you.
What a name.
Thank you.
I'm Johnny.
I can remember that one. And you, sir?
I'm Cree.
Nice to meet you, Cree.
Zodiac.
Zodiac. And you, lady?
Estella?
Estella. How do you spell that?
Our DM does not know how to spell my name.
I
Every time.
spell it.
Estella?
I spell it with an A. And then he gets mad.
Or like Estella?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Very well, very well. The rooms are set up 2 to a quarter, and there's 5 of you. The first room for Miss Estella. Yes, that's yours. And then the room in the middle, Zodiac and Adam. And the last room on the right, Johnny and Cree. I apologize, I only got one of the surnames, but here you go. I apologize for my rudeness on my part. Well, I'll be in and out of here to make sure you have food stocked and clean linens. Please make yourselves comfortable and rest up. Big day tomorrow. So,
Before you go,
Yes.
Blossom was it?
yes,
Who do you work for?
I work for the Gressk family.
And you're in charge of taking care of this house?
Yes, so, this is a home typically for guests, and I work at the manor, but we're prepping the home because we heard that we had people coming.
I see. So if we need anything, I assume, report to you?
Yes, there's a bell on the table downstairs. You ring it and I will come.
Right. Would you mind seeing my horse put in a stable if you would be so kind?
Yes. Is it outside tied up?
Yes.
Perfect. So she begins to walk down the stairs, and you guys all kind of go into the rooms that she assigned you guys all to. The rooms are decent size. They have 2 queen-size beds with luggage chests at the foot of both of them, each with their own key to lock and unlock personal effects in. A spare set of fresh linens on top of chairs in the corners of the bedroom next to an end table. A 10-foot by 4-foot clawfoot tub in each room with freshly hot water poured. These rooms are extravagant, but one thing sticks out to you all. A set of clothing custom tailored to everyone's build. A note atop says, "Rest well, eat well, look well. Sincere greetings from the Prescott family tailors." You pick the clothing up and examine the outfits, and then look up on the back of the wall to discover a mirror on it. You haven't seen yourselves in a while, and have probably been traveling for 2 months if you include the beginning of your employment in Sunderland, and about a week out from leaving Baxington, and are unsure of how time works in the Feywild. At this time, describe what you see in the mirror and the clothing laid out and what it looks like.
Well, Johnny would look into the mirror, and he's not really used to seeing his reflection. So he's noticing really that his clothes are just all over the place. There's holes, there's patches, but he wouldn't even mind because his dragonborn scales cover most of his body. He's wearing kind of a short leather armor, really exposes his forearms. He's got some muscles bulging out. He's working as a farmhand his whole life. Just covered in brass dragon scales. Pretty tall, pretty muscular. Got his loot on his back. Never really leaves from there.
Yeah. And Kree.
At this point, Kree would notice that his beard has gotten a little longer than he would usually be accustomed to. Usually likes to keep it just trimmed enough to keep him able to quickly adapt to any disguise that he needs. Seeing himself again in the WoW, he starts admiring himself as usual. Playing around with his eye patch that is hung loosely over his left eye. And he starts to just kind of enjoys the image, but definitely pulls out his knife to start trimming at that beard that's gotten a little too crazy for his own liking.
Yeah. Yes. Zediac.
So I would look in the mirror, see still bald head, the pointed goatee that I've got starting to get a little overgrown, eyebrows thin, almost pencil-like. The scar on my right cheek hasn't changed too much. Still looks like a fresh burn, but it's been there for about a year. Thick black studded leather, starting to look like it's got some wear to it, but it's built to be sturdy and hard traveling. Got a dark crimson wool cloak that's starting to get tattered around the edges, but nothing a quick hem couldn't fix.
Nice. Adam.
Adam sees that apart from his gentleman's mustache and goatee, there is starting to be some stubble growing in on his side, on the side of his face. His hair is looking a little bit more disheveled. It's been a while since he's combed it properly and used some of the product his mother gave him.
Beeswax.
Exactly. His travel coat is looking a bit dirty. He touches it up with prestidigitation to clean it up just a bit, look more presentable. As well as his boots, he cleans those off as well. Fixes his fluffy shirt a little bit. Practices smiling and various other etiquette maneuvers in the mirror for a second. Finger guns and everything.
Zediac's just like, what is my roommate doing?
And he examines the clothes laid out for him and compares them to his own set of fine clothes that he brings with him, and is comparing the quality.
The tailorship, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since that'd be something he would be
Yeah, you're
versed
probably,
in.
because you're basically
Yeah.
noble and you're used to living in places like this, you're like, like you're comparing.
Yeah, like, I wonder how they make it over here, type of thing.
Yeah.
Is it within
It's high quality.
high quality?
Very high quality.
He seems very. You see him. Zediac sees Adam is rather pleased with the garments laid out, and then, yeah.
And Estella.
You see
with an
someone
E.
who forgot to do their homework. You see, or she looks in the mirror and she sees...
Your character forgot to do their homework?
Yeah. I totally forgot you messaged me about this.
Yes.
I was at work, and so I just put it aside. I'll wing it, just like my motto. She looks in the mirror and sees a little bit more, probably more malnourished than the rest of her party figure. She more paler skin, like she probably should go out in the sun, but thanks to her hood and her baggy clothes, or more darker clothes, she kind of doesn't see it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot of eyeshadow going on in her eyes that's probably smeared or just ruined right now, but also it covers the bags really, really well from countless nights of no sleep.
Yeah.
A little bit of makeup here and there, like maroon lipstick and stuff like that. Hair kind of more greasy. She doesn't really see as to look very pretty all the time, only when like the options there. I mean, right now probably is there.
Yeah.
She has like a little circlet around her head, the necklace that you all saw, and then always carrying her little staff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And just for Estella's character, has she ever been places this nice in her lifetime?
Maybe when she was younger, before her life of quote unquote adventure started.
Yeah.
She might have like vaguely. She knows a hot meal.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but definitely maybe not anything to this extent.
Yeah.
She also has very like light blue eyes, like sky blue.
Okay. Awesome. Very good. So if our listeners have made it to episode 5, they'll know what you guys look like. This is good.
And I'm sure later on, once we grow to know these characters, we'll actually have something like drawn out later too.
Yes.
To give
So
viewers visuals.
I'm assuming everyone is just like taking full advantage of this, you know. You guys probably haven't bathed in a while, other than like in creeks and stuff too.
Maybe.
So a hot bath.
What's wrong with
Sounds
bathing
nice.
in creeks?
Yeah.
Johnny's gonna crawl into the
Heathens.
bathtub and
It's
just
not clean.
keep his
pumped
nose just
water.
above the water, crocodile style. Just
Yeah.
wait for Kree to walk in the room so we can scare him.
So
He's already in the back.
Crease is like, ah. So, and as you guys are just kind of getting settled in your rooms, you hear a pitter patter up the stairs again, and you just hear Blossom in the hallway. Mail for you, and then she kind of is like sliding envelopes under everyone's door, and the notes all read the same, and it says, "The 7th and final day of the Festival of Flondor is tomorrow. We'd hope that you would attend as our welcomed guests. Regards, Lady Delvere."
Hey Kree, what's the Festival of Flondar?
Beats me.
I'd like to cast a message to Estella. Hey Estella, do you know what the Festival of Flondar is?
Could I do a roll to see if I know what the festival of
That'd be like a
Flandor?
history check.
Flondor?
Flanders?
Yeah, you can.
What would that be in local or not local?
History, I think, would be accurate.
Here. That's a 14.
You've never heard of it.
You don't hear anything.
She's like, beats me.
Zediac, have you ever heard of this festival?
I don't know if I have or not. I should probably roll for it. History, you said?
Yeah.
Nope. 5.
And Adam, would Adam have heard of a Lady Delvere before?
Roll a... Because all of these families came from Baxington.
Yeah.
So... What would that be? I think that might be another
also
history.
history? Okay.
Yeah.
13.
It sounds familiar, but it's a common last name.
Yeah, okay. So it's almost not as common as like Smith, but it's a
Yeah.
Delvere. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Cree, soaking in the suds.
Yep.
Okay.
Adam's gonna have Blossom polish his shoes and polish his ring, his
Easily
signet
cast prestidigitation.
ring. He needs to
Just
look
something about
nice.
that like handcrafted look. It's so much better.
Hey,
So
Johnny.
you,
Buff the
so
boots
you
is
basically
Yeah,
leave
pretty-
things out with a note
Yeah.
saying, could
Well,
you...
that's what he would be
Step up.
used to. Be like,
Yeah, could you
We'll
attend
have-
to this?
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I will cast fireballs on the bathtub.
Adam takes much use of the bell and
Yeah.
is probably just sitting in the room with him.
You're going to get your bell taken away.
You got quite the roommate, said yeah. You also notice in the huge windows of your room
Yeah.
that it overlooks this huge green field and the manor itself. You guys are like prime real estate neighborhood. You look around at the other people coming in and out of the home. They're all dressed very nice, very formal.
Do we get the feeling that we're gonna stay here a while, or is it just kind of like a couple days?
Cree hopes so.
It's up in the air. Depends on what you guys decide.
Well, I guess she Estelle will just put all of her stuff in like a corner and not unpack
Not
it
the
at all,
chest.
and just kind of leave it there.
Yeah, and then you do have personal keys to all the chests.
Oh, and then you have to just put it in the chest.
Yeah. So
Johnny's going to put on his underclothes and go stand on the front porch and play his lute.
okay.
And
And you guys, it never really gets dark here. So, but you basically have one free day before you need to be present at the manor. And I will post a map of Gressk in the chat, and then I will post it on
Nice.
Instagram later on in the week.
Any chance I could set up a frame to suntan that direwolf pelt I've got before it goes bad?
Sure.
Okay. I would like to do that while we've got some downtime.
Actually, maybe we should do it this way. And as Johnny, as you were walking down, you noticed that she was just kind of like tidying the house, cleaning, coming in and out, running into other homes, doing her job.
suspicious.
Miss Blossom, perhaps you could run an errand for me.
What do you need, Mr. Johnny?
I need some supplies. There are some small things that I need that are integral to my role as the party's leader and chief musician.
What do you need?
One second, as the player remembers to look in the handbook.
While this, if the water is actually nice and warm, Stella's gonna actually take the time to shower for once.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's really warm when you have your dragonborn roommate heat up the tub for you.
It's also really warm when the whole room's to yourself.
Yeah, she's.
Would you like the first bath, Zediac, or shall I?
I think he's already made his mind.
I'll decline as I carry out the direwolf pelt.
Johnny requests 10 gold worth of jade dust and ink, casting lead-based ink, casting roughly 10 gold.
Ooh.
And he will give her 20 gold to go find these things for him.
Wow, no tip.
Upon completion.
Oh, okay.
Also, what's a tip?
Johnny doesn't know about no tips.
Johnny doesn't tip.
Johnny. Because they don't make enough money.
Mama
to
never
tip
said
race
nothing
run.
about giving no extra money for things
I don't know why it's not going.
Why would you ever pay for something?
that you could take. I mean, that you could lawfully.
Multi-classing into rogue, are you?
You've been hanging out with Cree a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Mama always said if nobody was holding on to it, it probably wasn't theirs. Possession is the law.
Alrighty.
Here comes my
So
second
it's probably
subtract
gonna
20
upload
gold.
like a trillion maps because I tried sending it like 3 times. Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
Did.
Here we go.
So on the map, if you pull it up on your phone, you see the big manor off to the right. Your home is literally directly under it on the bottom in the hills.
Mine's still loading.
And as I said, you guys do have a full day if you want to explore the town, go other places, do whatever you need. If you need to buy anything,
That's
maybe.
what Blossom's for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's not gonna get it without you giving her money.
I gave her money. I gave her 20 gold to pay for 10 each.
Once, do the rooms have locks too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so once she's all showered and changed to the more cleaner clothes, she's gonna fold them up, her old ones, fold them nicely, and put them on the table downstairs, leaving a note that says "Please wash."
Okay.
And then after she does her hair and all that jazz, she's gonna wait probably like 10 minutes and go, "Are my roommates gonna come downstairs?" And no one comes, she's gonna head out, and if anyone wants to join her, she can, but she's not gonna make an announcement.
Are you still out on the patio playing music?
Yep.
Okay.
In my underpants.
Cree sneaks up on top of the roof to lounge
Lounge. Okay.
and get a better view of his surroundings.
Yeah.
And I'll
Think of
be
it as
just
a crow's nest.
just south of the house in the open lawn area with my pelt.
Yeah. And Kree, as you're on the roof, you kind of see like people like are in the midst of festivities and setting up for more festivities. Tonight is the 6th night. Tomorrow is the 7th and final night, the biggest night of their festival. And even though you were hired because of abductions, they didn't want to scare the town. They're basically just pushing on with festivities to keep the morale. So, the craftsmanship and the architecture of the buildings are like out of this world, literally. Literally, very well. But
So
it's gorgeous.
You'd say they're
architecture.
valuable.
Very valuable, expensive woods.
Adam would probably accompany Estella into town.
Okay. You're like, ding, 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 ding. My horse, Blossom.
Yeah, probably. No, we're probably just going around town.
Just
following
walk.
the horse. Yeah.
Okay.
Johnny will run back upstairs and at least put proper pants and a shirt on.
Okay.
He's not that uncivilized. Except he's just wearing a vest, no shirt.
Yeah. So, do you just roam the grounds, the gardens, the field, or do you want to go actually out into the city?
I'm gonna go out to the city.
Okay. Are you looking for anything specifically, Estella?
Right now, no. Just wandering.
Okay.
It's better than being pent up in the house.
Yeah. Everyone that's outside and in the public area, non-escorted, want to roll a perception. Adam's not very visual.
16 for Johnny.
What did Adam roll? I want to know.
He has a 3 on perception.
22.
He rolled a 2.
Okay. Well, anyone that rolled over 10.
Yes! I can see something.
I'm with you. So that's fine.
So Johnny, you notice that a lot of people are staring at you like you're very out of place here. You also notice, Estella, the only races that you see out here are humans, halflings, and gnomes. You don't see any other races.
Alright.
They must think I'm some kind of god.
Okay.
This is a new feeling. Is this hero worship? I've heard
Well, are you with us, or are you? You
You are?
Okay.
Okay.
You might want to be cautious. It looks like not a lot of your kind are here.
We are very rare, it's true. Which is probably why they think I'm some sort of hero.
But like little kids are like running up to you like, oh,
That's
pulling, tugging on you like, oh, who are you? Like, what are
Poking
you?
with stick.
Poking with a stick. Ah! Kick a soccer ball at your head.
If we find ourselves in a public square, Johnny will be making some sort of performance.
Okay.
But just along the roads, he's not going to stop and cause a scene.
Yeah. So you guys are kind of walking through town. You see various businesses, shops, inns, restaurants, homes, anything from tailors to bakers and everything. People are kind of staring at you because you're dressed in the clothing provided. You look nice. You fit in a little bit more.
Mhm.
It's like if you went to visit a foreign country and
Yeah.
like, you're gonna wear their attire. But they know that you're not from here. So, do you guys want to go to any shops?
Is there a local library by chance?
We should actually. Remember that necklace I gave you?
Oh, this one?
Yes.
I thought about getting it appraised.
I was gonna say yes. We should maybe look into selling it to maybe benefit the party's wallets rather than using it.
It seemed like Zediac wasn't very fond of it to begin with.
I mean, do what you wish. Do what you wish. It is in your possession, but it's probably best to make sure all the party is happy together. We don't want to upset one and then have it be a conflict of interest.
Of course.
I think we should put it under Zediac's pillow and the Tooth Fairy will get it. No, I'm just kidding. Zediac starts murdering the whole party.
No.
That's Kree's job.
No.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Kree's just lounging on the building.
I'm lounging on the building, standing.
Kree's done like the least amount of sketchy stuff out of all of us.
At least that you've seen. Speaking of which, like,
Mad stealth rolls.
any fun things to notice about the manor? Fun things. Valuable things, usually.
Yes, there's a lot of valuable stuff. Really rich people, expensive carts coming in and out.
The sun must be in my eye, because I'm only having a perception of 10.
10, yeah. You see what what everyone else sees from afar. Maybe when you get in the building, you'll have a better...
Ooh. It's tough to see the valuables from the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A quarter mile away. Yeah.
Scales down the side of the wall, too.
So you guys want to travel and see an appraiser? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
So, you kind of see some people off to the side. I imagine you walk up to them and kind of ask them where you'd find that.
Yeah.
And, hello, travelers. I see you guys are walking around aimlessly. Are you looking for something?
Yes, we're wondering where we might find someone to appraise magical goods.
Yes. I don't know, magic-wise. Maybe you could take it to the cathedral. There's a man named Stork there. He knows a lot about magical items. Maybe he could help you guys out.
Would this be like a father stork, a brother stork?
Brother.
Brother stork.
But not yours.
Where's it?
Of course.
You have a giant bird at the cathedral? That's...
It's his nose. They gave him the nickname.
Do we see the cathedral from here? Is it?
Yeah, it's a ways away.
It's a ways away.
It was at the entrance when you guys came in through the building on the left. You guys could probably get there by foot in like 30 minutes.
Before we go, what's your name?
My name is Timmy.
A pleasure.
Yours?
Rachel.
Rachel. Are you single?
Where's the cathedral?
It's south about 30 minutes and on the right. You can't miss it.
Okay. Have you met my sister? She's right over there behind that corner.
And he turns over to look that
And
way.
we're just
Or
gonna
just-
head walk.
About face.
Johnny's going to cast minor illusion to project a woman's voice around the corner and... Are you talking about me? I'm over here.
Well, I'd like to meet you. And he just like runs towards the voice. So you guys travel to the cathedral, and the doors. There's 2 guards outside. So, and they kind of halt you guys. What is your business here?
We're here to see Brother Stork about getting a magical item appraised.
Does he know you're coming?
Yes.
He will if you tell him. I'm gonna cast Charm. I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Okay.
As I say, he will once you tell him.
All right.
It's a Wisdom saving throw.
All right. I'll roll my bad d20. A 3.
Yeah, so he will do what I say.
Okay. So he kind of looks over to the other guy. Oh, yeah, let him in. Yeah, they're here to see Brother Stark. And they opens the door. Just big cathedral doors. And you guys enter in, and it's what you would normally see in like a Catholic church. It's like pews, but then upstairs there's like 4 stories of libraries and books. And then at the very, very back, you see an older gentleman lighting candles.
Johnny's going to wander upstairs in the library and see if anything piques his interest.
All right, what do you guys do?
You're more.
Yell. Hello.
I want to do a religion check on this church. Because did we get told what's the church of?
I think we were told what the church was to or of.
No, you didn't.
Then could I do a basic religion check to see what's going on here?
Sure.
I don't.
Adam's
You are-
looking around.
you're
also.
unaware.
Adam would. That's a natural 19 for a 19.
So you don't see any symbols of
No
any
symbolism?
deities at all.
I don't believe this is actually a church. There's no holy symbols anywhere.
It's an atheist compound.
When Adam notices that, his guard is gonna be up,
Okay.
just because. Why would there be a cathedral with no
Yeah.
holy symbols of any kind anywhere?
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Can I make an investigation check through the library books to see if there's any books about
you have
dragons
message?
or dragon lore
I
or
don't think I have
dragonborn or things doing with dragons?
Sure.
He does.
Do the books even have right?
I was gonna have you message him, but
No, I don't have any. I don't have it prepared today.
So that'll be a 19.
19. You can't really understand the indexing, but you do see like a lady putting books away. A couple rows down.
Excuse me. Do you have books about...
What are you? A devil!
My name's Johnny.
and we hear the shouting.
Yeah.
I'm a dragonborn.
She runs off.
Thank you. This is open to the first floor, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna peek over the corner. I don't think she likes me, guys.
Should have brought.
We continue probably
Yeah.
to the.
I'm just gonna keep
elderly
looking.
gentleman.
You see the gentleman kind of looking up like, what was that? He goes back to his thing.
I
So
forget.
you guys
Dragonborn.
approach the...
I like how she screamed a devil and then runs off, and he's like, "What was that?"
Nothing to be alarmed
Yeah.
about.
Must have been the wind.
I've already assumed they think I'm some sort of god. She's just lying.
So you guys get about 25 feet away from the altar, and he doesn't even look at you, and he says, "Oh, welcome."
Are you Brother Stork by chance?
I am Brother Stork.
We were told you'd be the one to visit to have a magical item valued.
Yes. I know my way around magical items. Follow me 3 stairs down into my So he says, yes. What do you have for me, young man?
We believe it is a necklace of a will-o-wisp. And he just
Yeah.
shows it.
Yeah. May I hold that?
It's just
What's he gonna do? Let
He
it out in the middle of a
drops
church?
insight is 13.
He seems sincere.
Okay, yeah. Adam hands it to him.
So he's looking at it closely. He kind of pulls out like a little monocle. He's checking it out, and he's like, "This is quite an evil item. What is your purpose with this?"
We were looking to pawn it off, and we were wondering its potential value.
I'm afraid this probably doesn't have much of a value. This is dark magic that put this evil being in this glass case. I would keep this somewhere very padded and safe. You don't want this breaking.
Would the will-o-wisp be set loose if it were?
Yes, very much so.
What, if the unthinkable happened, what would ensue? What is the worst we would expect from such a creature?
The worst is it would attack you. I guess it could be of advantage in a certain situation, but nothing I could think of.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Brother Stork.
Yes. Are you the travelers they've been speaking of?
He's on to us.
We are among them, yes.
What is your real business here? It's been a lot of hush-hush, but I don't understand why we are reaching out to the material plane. We're fine here.
Lady Estella, would you like to interject here?
No, I think you have this.
Adam replies, we will be finding out shortly, I believe, as we're going to be most likely meeting with Lady Delvere shortly, I presume.
Oh, Delvere.
Yes, what can you tell us about her, actually?
She is on the council. She is of high power here.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the main families that came here from Baxington. Do you know why we came here?
I believe it was the slave trade?
Yes, disagreements between brothers.
Mm-hmm. Though I do have an odd question. I noticed this cathedral, there's no holy symbols, at least not that I've noticed within here.
Gressk, Lord Gressk, after fleeing Baxington, I suppose he lost faith. He didn't want the rest of the people to not believe in a deity or a god, but he wanted a building for free practice, that whatever god you chose, you could come here and worship and be safe.
Would Adam know what god is majorly worshipped in Baxington?
In Baxington?
Yeah. Well, like, what would the main deity that's worshipped there be? Would he know that?
Roll of history.
12.
No.
No. Okay. Was yeah. So we'll just take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've been here for a long time, so I don't think even the little brother Stork would really fully know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the stories have been passed down and passed down and passed down for generations and generations for 1,000 years. You know, we know how that goes. So, is there anything else I could do for you two before I get back to my work?
Are there any shops around here that do sell magical items and good wares that maybe our party could invest in?
Or would the church happen to have some potions of healing for sale?
Yes, we do. Yes, we have potions here for sale. What kind of potions are you looking for? Poison or no?
Preferably the one in the healing manner.
Yes, we have some healing potions. 50 gold pieces.
Wouldn't you say that since we are summoned here, we could maybe... You seem to be like a talker. Maybe do something.
I'm sure Lady Delvere would make a charitable donation to the church if you were to perhaps offer a discount or even free wares.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm gonna... You know what?
Whoa!
Cashing in.
You have to say, what the fuck?
What the buck? Cashing in a inspiration point for a reroll because he rolled a 4.
There you go, 20.
There you go.
Yes, I suppose we could do a one-time sell of 35 each.
How much gold do you have on?
Let me check. I can spare for 35.
Okay.
I'll buy one.
Johnny, how much gold do you have on your person?
Johnny, how much gold?
Johnny hears
It
his name.
echoes
He'll
through
wander
the-
down.
Didn't he give all of his gold away?
I think he did.
I'm pretty
All-
sure he
did he
gave
give all
all
of
of his gold.
You
All
guys
the
did
gold?
get gold
I
from the
consistently give
dragon
most of my
tree.
gold away.
From the tree. There was gold that you guys split.
Johnny will come up and, what's going on, guys?
What are you...
What are you? Are you why my librarian was screaming? A
Yes.
dragonborn?
Yes, I am a dragonborn.
I thought you were all extinct.
That's, Mom always said that people would say that. It's better that way, she says.
Okay.
I-
My name is Brother Stork. What is yours?
Oh, my name is Johnny.
Nice to meet you, Johnny.
I hear that my friends here are looking to acquire something from you.
Yes, yes.
Side note to the DM, I'm going to attempt to use words of terror on this.
All right. What does that do?
Oh, it's fun stuff.
Everyone just terrified.
All right, so
Words of terror. in
They
the
already
church.
are.
I learned to
Even
infuse
more.
innocent-seeming words with an insidious magic to inspire terror. If I speak to him for at least a minute, I get to attempt to seed paranoia and fear into his mind. He gets, at the end of the conversation, he gets a wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Okay. What's your alignment?
Chaotic.
Okay, yeah, it is. All right. All right.
Brother Stork, I'm sure it makes a lot of sense to you that these are hard and trying times, and perhaps it might be best for everyone if you were to assist travelers who are greatly in need of assistance and who are likely to assist the city in many of its endeavors in the coming days.
Yes. Everyone keeps saying it's trying and dangerous, but I haven't heard much. Why are you here, Johnny?
I'm really not all that sure, but I do know that these potions would be of a great help to my companions.
Yes, yes. So,
He gets a wisdom saving throw.
all right. So basically, you're trying to get him
Persuaded
for
and
free.
I'm trying to paranoid him into
Or
For
thinking-
free, basically.
Or
Yeah.
down further.
Or
Free is such a strong word. We think of it as gifting.
natural 20.
He doesn't even know I tried.
All right.
The beauty of the ability.
A man of the cloth.
Yes. He's not.
He is not feared by no devil.
I can see that you are already offering very, very generously.
Yes, 35 gold pieces is a great deal.
Well,
How much gold do you have on your person, Johnny?
1, 2, 3, 6.
Jeez.
I gave Blossom some money to go do some shopping for me,
Right.
and I gave the sorceress the rest of the money I had, so now I have 6.
2 potions of healing for the both. 1 each.
Yes. So he kind of like walks back to. He slides open the shelf. He's like kind of clanking around, grabs a couple of little vials. Estella, did you want any too?
I believe he just said one.
One
from-
each, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right. Then he grabs 2. He thought Adam wanted 2. And he brings them both to you guys. Takes your gold.
Thank you.
And then he pickpockets. No, I'm just kidding. And would you guys like to donate to the church?
You know, I don't carry gold on me. Do you have a square?
I would be very happy to contribute in talent.
Venmo?
Venmo. Godmo.
And then just one potion of healing.
Yep.
I will offer you the request of any one song that I know, which is 1. I know All Hail Dragonborn Comes.
A hero, a hero, is a warrior's
And
heart.
Brother Store says, well, you guys have a good day now.
That was probably wise. I don't think people know what Dragonborn here are.
Yes. And he goes back to lighting candles and stuff. Zodiac, what are we doing right now, buddy?
I'm assuming I would be finished with the direwolf pelt, so I'd like to probably go wash up.
Okay. Are you gonna just kind of stay put until business
I'm
time?
gonna get a lay of the building. I kind of want to familiarize myself with our surroundings.
Yeah, with the actual homestead inside and out. Okay. You want to roll perception?
Yeah. Is 15.
15. So you probably just gotten out of the bath. You're gotten dressed in your new wardrobe. You're kind of.
Oh no, I put my armor back on.
Oh, you did. Okay,
Yeah,
you're
no.
just like that
I
already.
left the clothes still in the
Okay.
folded on the bed.
Okay. So in your you kind of walk around the home. You notice the fine woodwork, but you also notice, like, kind of by the fireplace, that the back of the fireplace, the back wall isn't completely flat. So, like, maybe it could swing, but the fire's burning, so You're not going to mess with that right now. You walk outside and you looking around at the structure of the building. You don't see any like entrances from the outside of the structure going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Estella.
He also never answered my question.
What was the question?
Where can we buy stuff?
Oh, I was trying to not hog table time with you two, so I'm just going to come back to you.
Okay.
That was the plan.
So he just forgot my question.
There's no visual entrances other than like windows and doors. There's no hidden things or basements or anything like that you see. And you look up on the roof and you see Cree just like sunbathing.
Sunning. Okay.
Yeah. But people aren't really even paying notice to the house or you. People are going about their day, working. You see other halflings and gnomes and humans doing their jobs and stuff coming in and out of the homes. Maybe someone came out, casual wave, keeps on going. So they're all like in prep. They're bringing food out, decorations. Like everyone's pitching in. It's not just like for the commoners. Like everyone's really involved with this festival that you can tell.
Okay. As I'm walking around, I'd like to, especially when I notice that the back of the fireplace is not looking too great, I'd like to pull out one of the pieces of charcoal that's off to the side of the fire. I want to draw a little sigil on the floor, a ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
And keep that up while I'm continuing to search, so do I get any blips or anything?
Okay. At this time, you're not feeling anything, but how long that stays up indefinitely or 24 hours?
It's
until you call it off.
A minute.
Okay.
Where did I put my? It's a minute. Oh, 10 minutes. Sorry. Anything within 30 feet of me. If it's magical, it'll kind of glow.
So, 10 minutes go by. It's not magical. But you do notice that the wall isn't affixed completely flat. I would say you probably think maybe it's a door or something. You don't know. But it's super hot. It's not like you're going to put your hand in the
right
now. Cree, are you still sunbathing, or have you decided to be productive?
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Cree is never productive, but Cree does look for fun, gets a little bored, shimmies down the side of the building, and goes off to look for any halflings that are partaking in the gambling sort of fun.
Okay. So you leave the upper class neighborhood and start venturing off by yourself into the neighborhoods. And you find what looks to be a pub, and you see some people out on wood tables, and then off to the side you see people rolling dice and stuff.
Yeah.
So, do you approach them?
I say hi in halfling language.
Okay. And then it's like, hello. You trying to bet away your gold, or?
Just coming to make friends, and maybe some gold as well.
Yes. Well, this is my brother Billy, and my name's Tilly.
Tilly Billy.
My name's Johnny.
Silly Tilly Billy.
And I'm a dragonborn.
Hear me roar.
Hear me roar.
Cree drops 5 gold pieces on the table to start playing and get
Big roller over here.
Wow.
Okay.
He's gonna wipe him out.
So, we'll play a little dice game.
Oh, yeah.
So we're both going to roll a d20.
Oh, dear.
And so it'll be a best out of 3. I'll roll on the table. And it's kind of like liar's dice, and you basically, whoever wins the best out of 3 takes the 5 gold. But everyone's put it in, so it's a 15 gold pot right now. Just the 2 brothers and you.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just betting among each other.
Yeah.
So...
So... I don't have any spells for cheating.
Two brothers.
That's true. Absolutely.
2 brothers, 2 d20s. If you want to do sleight of hand on your rolls, out of every roll, just let me know and add it. So in addition,
2 weeks' wages on the table.
10 and 7.
5.
All right. So Tilly takes all the gold.
Yeah.
Want to play another round? Oh wait,
It's
no, it's best out of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
3
gonna say-
dice, best out of 3. I got confused.
So say, excuse me. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Tilly's still really good.
I will say, the 5 gold was intended to be throughout the night, not the first hand.
Too late.
Too late. You bet with halflings.
You.
So both the brothers. All right. So do you want to try to win that hand with the sleight of hand? Because both brothers have 1 win each, and you have 0 right now.
And he's about to have 2 out of 3.
If you don't do it, he would have
They'd have one.
one each.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll have 1 each.
Yeah, they both
If you
have
don't
1
sleight
each
of
right
hand
now.
it.
Or you could try and steal the round by cheating.
That's what I'm saying. You can roll a sleight of hand at a DC 15 to make your roll a 19.
Roll a what?
DC 15. So basically, it's your dice roll.
Hot dice.
It's your dice roll plus your sleight of hand.
That hand is 2 for me, so. Sure. Oh, God.
That's a 5 for you.
For a total of
14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
So Tilly's like, no, human. You don't touch the gold until we're done playing.
Round 2. High enough to be sneaky, not high enough.
Oh,
I better get in that.
that'd be a draw then right there.
So we have a draw. I have to re-roll.
No. Aw.
Thank you for your gold, sir.
For the viewers at home, DM is
Double or
rolling.
nothing.
You're rolling real hot. 19 into 20.
No.
4.
Thank you for your time. Do you want to play again?
No, he just wants to talk shop. Which was the true intent of this whole engagement.
Rocks. Rocks. Dude, I just rolled like 17, 14, 19, 18, 20, 19.
So I kept rolling that 20 during.
Burn him now.
Well, where are you
Before someone's
from,
trying to
though,
kill us.
boy?
God, where is Cree from?
Longmire Bay.
I think you wrote a book on his backstory. You should
did
know where
write
he's
a
from.
book on the
The historical figure at this point.
Yes.
Cree goes into his backstory just a tiny bit, but more of after the fact that he became captain of his ship. Cree talks about his escapades in the Southern Sea, foregoing though any specific details about his time working against the Sutherland Trade Company.
Yes.
But essentially starts trying to just befriend and get to know any gossip that is local to this area. Giving a charitable donation of 5 gold to win the trust of the locals.
Yes.
Is that what that
Charitable
was?
donation. What brings you here to the Feywild? We don't recognize you here.
Some quest for some mission for some little lord that I don't know.
The Gressk family.
Ah,
Yes. What is... You don't know the business, huh?
no.
They're like trying to get the dirt. You're
Yeah.
trying to get the dirt.
I'm trying to
You're both like, hey!
bunch of dirty people in a pub trying to be dirty.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes.
How long has the Gressk family been in charge around here?
Since it was built. Although this fort used to be on the material plane.
Tell me more.
I don't know if it's real or legend, but apparently when they left Baxington, they hid in the woods. They built this fort, but they built the fort in a territory not their own. They built it in a forest ran by elves. A huge war ensued, and we escaped thanks to a lady named Holly to the Feywild.
Cree's
We haven't seen
eyebrows
Holly
pop up.
though in thousands of years. She's an urban legend.
Interesting. Cree just gives a mild smile and pops an eyebrow, and then pops up another gold coin and asks for drinks around the table.
Yeah.
I'll
And then you
I'll
hear
not be
him.
too generous.
He's like banging on the window. Hey, another round! And they bring him out.
Yeah.
So.
There we go.
All right. Estella, shopping spree time. So you guys leave the cathedral. Do you guys head back into downtown, Adam and Estella?
And Johnny?
And
Yeah,
Johnny?
Johnny.
I don't know. Johnny's his own man. So I just wait for him to tell me, I'm going to go outside the barriers. Like,
No, I'm gonna follow them. I'm still keeping my eyes out for the public square where this festival's gonna be.
yeah. Well, the statue that you guys saw, you probably would walk past it again. People are setting up tables, tents. There's like magical flickering lights and banners that are hanging like from nothing, just like floating in the air.
Johnny, seeing that this is probably where the festival main stage is going to be,
Yes.
just gonna kind of casually find an alleyway and duck down into a little bit and wait for the festival to start. He doesn't want to draw attention to himself,
Yeah.
but he wants to be able to see what's going on. He's gonna upstage the show. We'll just be honest. He's trying something.
Okay, sounds good. So you post up. You guys continue back into the town.
Yeah. Probably looking for Fletcher.
Yeah. So you guys kind of cruise back down the main street. You see Cree getting drunk with two halflings.
Oh, you
off
didn't
to
ask
the
for a
side.
constitution roll, right?
It was one beer.
It was one beer 20 rounds ago. So
Strong
into the right you see the necessary businesses you need to
Adam's gonna try to persuade the Fletcher to comp the arrows for him as esteemed guests of Lady Delvere and
Are you wearing the clothes?
yeah, I'm right.
Okay. So you walk in and you see this tall, kind of gruff figure with a long beard and long hair. And he turns around the counter. He's kind of like restringing bows and stuff and like putting them up on the rack. What do you need, sir?
I need a few arrows for myself and one of my companions. Our adventurers have led us to a point where we are running short on them, and we heard that you would be able to provide us with some bolts and arrows free of charge.
Free of charge.
Lady Delvere said it would be comped or something of the sort.
So he kind of gives you
The
this.
handmaid.
He
told
gives you
me.
this look. And he just like spits into a bucket. Ding! He's like, she could pay for the comp, and then you can come for them. Or you could buy them here now. I'm the best Fletcher in this town, and nothing is free. So you want arrows, bolts, magical arrows, magical bolts? What do you want?
I want to check something just to see what all is.
He's just like drinking and spitting, like working
Does
on
he
a
look
bow. Just like
slight-
not really making eye contact. Like he's
Is
just
he like
like,
drinking alcohol?
yeah.
Is he look slightly inebriated? No, not at all.
They don't have water in Gressk. I'm just kidding.
But they do have beer.
But do have beer forever.
Oh, hell, Tilly. Oh, hell, Willie.
How to charmers.
Tilly and Willie.
That's not my name. It is now.
For he's a good will.
You never know.
Estella, did she walk in with you?
Yeah,
Or she
but
really
I
ran?
don't use bows
Yeah.
or arrows, so
Yeah.
she's kind of chilling, doing that thing where she like touches the tip of the arrow and goes, "Oh, that's sharp."
I suppose I could buy them now. He'll say he wants 20 arrows, which is a gold piece.
2 gold places.
2 gold pieces. Adam just walks out.
Fine.
No
That's
words,
it?
just walks out.
Okay.
Ain't nobody else making arrows in this town, apparently.
It's like Apple phones, you know, you could bump up the price. Marketing's good here at the Fletcher.
Is there any other shops that don't just sell arrows and bows?
Yeah, there's like general stores, and you know, if you need any adventuring gear, armor, things like that.
I'm gonna go to the armor shop and
Okay.
see if they have any magical stuff.
Okay. So you walk in and you just see like a little red hat walking behind the counter. Hello, because as you come in, the door goes ding 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 ding. Like you see this little climbing up a ladder onto the back wall. Hello,
Hello there. What is your name?
my name is Sunblossom.
Sunblossom. That is an adorable name.
Because we're adorable people.
Yes, that's true. My name is Estella.
The secret to our product is we put it in the sun first.
And I shall keep that secret to the grave, I guess. I was,
Sunshine really cheers you up, doesn't it?
I was wondering if you could show me your wares.
What a day!
Adam's got this like smug grin sitting in the back.
As she turns to Adam and has that look of dead on the inside. Like,
What is Stella's alignment again?
Great question.
Undecided.
I haven't filled that part in yet.
Irrelevant.
What are you looking for?
anything that could protect me a little bit better. For some reason I don't have it down, but I'll get back to you on that.
What kind of armor are you looking for?
Something on the magical source.
Something sunny?
Alright, listen here, little
Kree is available for assassinations if need be.
Johnny's not very good at it, but he'll try.
We have some +1 armors for 700 gold pieces.
700 gold pieces. I am wearing the outfits, by the way.
Yes.
Is there...
699 gold pieces.
I mean... Yeah, it could be 700, or I could tell everyone the secret.
Did you not read the sign outside? Sunny magical items.
She goes, one moment while I discuss this with my partner. She goes over to Adam and, like, in a just monotone voice, get out of here.
The matter was nicer.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
She just climbs back down the ladder, starts shuffling around.
God, that man was annoying.
That was a man?
That
Was it a
thing-
man?
It was a gnome.
It was a gnome.
I wasn't judging by the name.
Sunflower.
I'll have Post Malone make a song about you one day.
It was playing in the store.
Just on repeat.
For Zediac, real quick,
Yeah.
you mentioned when we were coming in there was a cemetery near our homestead. Is that correct?
Well, it was to the west when you came in through the gates, right on the wall, pretty far off.
On the outside of the wall or on the inside?
On the inside. So there was basically a mortuary, a cemetery, and the cathedral, all in an area off of any civilization.
Okay. I would like to head that way
Okay.
and just scope it out a little bit. Before I walk in, I'd like to draw in the dirt the same sigil and have the tech magic up while I'm walking around. I want to check out the mortuary and the cemetery, make sure everything looks alright. If I see anything amiss or anything that might clue me into undead.
Yeah. So you get down the street, you're kind of walking through the setting up of the festivities and stuff, and you got, or not you guys, Zediac kind of walks up to the cemetery. You open the creaky metal gate, and you just kind of walk in. And as you go in, you're centered, and there's this tombstones and graves all around. You look to the right, you see the big cathedral, and straight forward is just this huge tall wall, the Gressk wall. And to the left, you see a mortuary with torches lit, like there could be someone in there. What do you do? And you said that you wrote the sigil on the dirt.
Yeah. I would just like to check out the graves and see if there's any fresh graves, I guess.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that looks odd about them.
Yeah. You see some dug up graves, like ready for a ceremony, like a burial. And on the tombstones, you see a family name. It says Antley, and that's spelled Atlantely.
Okay.
You also notice that these graves are 6 feet deep as normal, but from the headstone to the foot, 4 feet. Small creature.
Okay. Well, everything looks like it's all right.
Yeah,
so
and you said you did the symbol. You don't have any magical things coming up over here either.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's kind of, as I've explored, it's a magical place, but things are kind of slim magically for purchase and stuff here.
Yeah.
Do you go into the mortuary?
Yeah, I'd like to check out the mortuary while I still have detect magic up.
Okay. So you walk in, and it's kind of like this little lobby area, like a sitting area, and then there's just stairs going down. Stone stairs.
Okay. I'll rest my left hand on my short sword and walk down, but keep my eyes open.
Okay. So as you begin to walk down, your symbol starts to illuminate.
Okay. So I'm getting a little blip of magic somewhere
Yeah.
up ahead.
Downstairs.
Okay. And torches are still burning?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna, instead of put my hand on, I'm actually gonna grab the hilt and keep walking.
Okay. So you reach the bottom of the mortuary, and you see normal tables of operation and prep, embalming, things like that. And you see a gentleman in the back. Appears to be human.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of tinkering away, sewing up bodies and things like that. He doesn't notice you.
Okay. And that magical blip, where's that coming from?
From the whole room at this point.
Okay, the whole room. Okay.
Does it tell you the school of magic?
It does.
It's necromantic school of magic.
Get some dark stuff.
And this is the morgue part of the mortuary.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to the. I'll step a little louder, trying to get the attention of the mortician without having try not to really. So I'm going to see if I can let him start the conversation.
Yeah. So he turns and looks at you, and he starts speaking, but not in common. You don't understand what he's saying.
Okay.
Would you be able to pick up a dialect even if you didn't know what it was?
Probably not. Not really trained in
Yeah.
linguistics at all, so I'll still ask him in common. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Does he speak common at all? Maybe he's just
He understands it. You speak to him and he understands it. What do you say?
I just ask him if he stays busy down here.
And he just nods his head, yeah, and just keeps speaking in the language you don't understand.
All right, well, I'll tell him have a nice day, and I'll walk out, but
Knowing the knowledge, basically, now. Okay.
I'll keep looking around and keep my eye on him as I walk out.
So as you're going to walk up the stairs, and he kind of like mutters a little loudly, and then he waves and he kind of like gives you a grin.
Okay.
And then goes back down to keep on prepping the body.
Do I read anything from that grin?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Okay.
Or actually, I would say insight.
Just as good. 19.
He knows that you know that there's magic down there.
Okay. All right.
So, Zediac, I'm assuming, continues up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll go wander around, see if I can find the rest of the group.
Yeah, so as Zediac gets to the doors, they shut. And that's what we'll leave off for this week.